Hi and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Jane, for those who don't know, and welcome. And if you've been with me for a while, hey lovelies. Today we are going to be using some of my sourdough discard. I'm going to make some pizza bases. I'm saying I'm going to make them today. I'm going to start them today, and then they're going to bulk ferment in my fridge for probably about 24 hours because I don't need them till tomorrow evening. It's currently Friday. There we go. So that's what we are going to be doing. Now, I follow a lady on Pinterest, and her group, her page, is called the Pantry Mama. Obviously, I'm English, so we don't say mama. Anyway, so this is based on her pizza dough, sourdough discard recipe. So yeah, I will try and I don't have an above camera. It looks dirty. It's not. It's just, I don't know what you know what glass goes like when it's been well used. So yeah, I will link the recipe in the description. But it's basically 200 grams of sourdough discard. I believe you could use active if you wanted to. I have quite a lot of discard, so we'll be doing that. 7 grams of instant yeast. Now, you don't have to use this. I don't have to use this because I'm bulk fermenting for 24 hours. But do you know what? I'm going to put some in anyway, and we're just going to see what happens. Then it's 280 grams of water, 20 grams of honey, 30 grams of olive oil, 500 grams of flour, plain bread flour, whatever you've got to hand, and 20 grams of salt. So we're going to measure out first the discard, the water, and the honey so that we can mix that all together. Now, anyone who works with sourdough and sourdough discard knows that this is always a bit of a hit and messy bit, trying to weigh out your discard. Get it just right, and then another dollop will fall. So we're looking for 200. See, I've already gone over. Gone about 30 grams over, so we'll give it a go. I need 3 more grams. One more gram. Yay. There we go. Then 280 grams of water. I have a feeling I need more than I had in my jug. Oh, I need 5 more grams of water. There we go. And 20 grams of honey. $21. And then I'm just using my Danish whisk. I'll take it off. my water was just cold. The recipe doesn't specify warm or cold. Warm would make everything dissolve a little bit quicker, obviously, but you certainly don't want hot. At this point, she says to add, if you're using, 7 grams of instant yeast. Then we are going to add our other ingredients. So we need 30 grams of olive oil. At this point, use whatever olive oil you've got. If you've only got extra virgin, fine. If you've just got olive oil, fine. If you've got a choice, I would go with just normal olive oil. Don't waste your really good stuff. Olive oil, there we are, sorry. 20 grams of salt. I've got Malden here, so crumble it in a bit. Gonna mix that in a bit. And then we're going to add 500 grams of your flour. I'm just using plain flour because I haven't got any bread flour at the moment. And in all honesty, I use plain flour in most of my recipes. Bread recipes, I should say. So 500 grams. So I'm going to start off mixing with my dough hook. My dough hook. But once it starts, one of my favourite baking terms. Once it gets too claggy on here, we'll use my spatula. I'm going to go, as my place of birth is northeast England, I'm going to say it's a northern term, claggy. Kind of means sort of sticky, messy. Yeah, the best way to describe it, I think. Claggy. And that is a shaggy dough. So I'm going to do that, and we're going to let it rest for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to transfer mine to a food mixer. You can do it by hand. You can then, after the half an hour, tip it out onto a lightly floured surface, knead it for 10 minutes. If you've been watching this for a while, you know with my multiple sclerosis, I have problems with my fingers. So kneading with my hands is not really an option for me. So I will be putting it into my KitchenAid with a dough hook and kneading it in there. Probably about 5 to 8 minutes until it becomes sort of silky smooth and elastic. But I'll show you what I mean. So that is after about 8 minutes. You can see it's still a little bit sticky, but nowhere near what it was. So I'm going to put cling film over it and put that in the fridge. So it's the next day, My dough was in the fridge for, I'm going to say 18 hours, and then I've just let it come to room temperature, and it has definitely doubled in size. This is what we now have. Still quite sticky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of plain flour just on my work surface here, tip it out. I'm going to split it into two. Sorry, I'm waving my hand about. I'm going to split it into two. We're going to use one lot tonight. My husband and I are going to make one big rectangle pizza in a baking tray for us to share. And then the other half I'm going to actually split in two again. Now this is totally trial and error for me. I'm going to stick it in these freezer bags, flatten it out as best I can, and then freeze it. I know it's freezable. I'm just not 100% sure whether I should be putting it in greaseproof paper first or whatever. I'm thinking when I take it out frozen, the plastic should be easy enough to peel away. So that's what I'm about to do now. Right, so we've let that rest and relax a bit more. Fingers crossed. So in here I've just got tomato puree and ketchup. It's my Cheats version of marinara sauce. I can't tell you quantities, I eyeballed it. It's about half a tube of tomato puree and probably about 3, maybe 4 tablespoons of ketchup. I just add ketchup. It thins it out slightly, but also I think tomato, you need sweetness, whether you're making a bolognese or anything like that. Just stick a bit of sugar in, chili, bit of dark chocolate, that sort of thing. And for my Cheats marinara sauce, we'll have ketchup. Right. Everyone's different what they want on their pizza. I have ham here, that'll be for my husband's half. I'm weird, I'm not vegetarian, but I don't like meat on a pizza. Sliced mushrooms, sliced black olives, sweet corn again. This is the one that I'm going to get probably a lot of hate about. But my husband and I like pineapple on a pizza. So we have pineapple chunks, grated mozzarella and some oregano, and I'll put some fresh basil on once it's cooked. So, husband darling, how would you like your pizza topping put together?
Can I help?
If you'd like to do your half, or do you just want to tell me what you want on it?
You know what I want on it, it's fine. Just put it wherever you want.
Yes, but you're the one that's fussy. Everything has to be in its right place and not touching and...
It's a pizza, it doesn't matter.
What? I have that proof that you said that now.
Unless you do it wrong, of course.
Is this right for mushrooms for you? I don't know. Right, ham on next.
Yep.
It's the fun about making your own pizzas. You can put absolutely anything on you want. If you like tuna, go for it. Knock yourself out. As I say, I'm not a vegetarian, but I don't like meat on a pizza, any kind of meat. And look away if you don't like pineapple on a pizza. And I'm going to sprinkle on some oregano. And lastly, grated mozzarella. And this, I've got my oven on fan oven on 230, because you want it hot. And I'm going to put that in the oven for 15 minutes and keep a check on it. We took it out of the oven after actually 11 minutes because, as you can see, it looked done. It did stick a little bit. I think a lot of people, if they haven't got a proper pizza peel, I think they're called, they use cornmeal on the bottom, but I think just a little bit more oil would have worked. But yeah, so that is our sourdough pizza, and husband's going to cut it up, and I've got some fresh basil there ready to sprinkle on the top.